Also, what no one ever talks about, if you want to keep your intestinal tract really healthy, keep your liver healthy. Because your liver secretes chemicals that are designed to keep your intestinal tract healthy. To keep your liver healthy, you want to look at things like choline, inositol, because one thing that happens to the liver, because of all of the hydrogenated foods, the saturated fats, the trans fats, they gunk up the liver. And as much as milk thistle and dandelion root, and I use those and I think they're wonderful herbs for the liver, but in order to break up the congestion of the fats that have clogged up the liver, you want to look at choline, inositol, methionine, lecithin, unsaturated fatty acids. All of these will break up the fatty deposits of the liver. The beautiful thing about milk thistle is it will stimulate new cellular growth. So you want to make sure your liver's in good shape. Because, again, the intestinal tract, first line of defense. Bloodstream, we want that ongoing detoxification process. Third thing is we want the liver functioning properly so it can detoxify us. Last but not least is you want to take a look at a fat metabolizing type product because of where the toxins are stored. So you want to speed up the basic metabolism of the body, and that way you can begin to burn fat and drink lots of water to get the toxins out of the system. So that takes care of the cleansing part, and that will help the body eliminate the damaging effect of chemicals. Next thing up would be, we talked about viruses. Now, with your immune system, not only is A vital, but also cysteine and zinc and pantothenic acid, because I was talking to somebody earlier and I had made the statement that one of the things you want to do to support your immune system and keep it functioning well is to ensure that your adrenal glands are strong. Because here's what happens with stress, and by the way, stress is how you respond to what you see and hear. So stress really is an emotional aspect. And what happens is that when you're stressed, it depletes your nutrients. It also taxes your adrenal glands. When your adrenal glands begin to falter, your immune system falters with it. So, and how you can tell you have a lot of stress and your adrenal glands need work, if you wake up tired, you sleep 8, 10, 12 hours a night, you wake up tired, irritable, sensitive, or if you live with somebody who does, and you know you can't talk to them before you give them some coffee, milk, juice, something in the morning, you know you're dealing with hypoglycemia. If there's a tendency to be upset easily, if you're irritable, if you have a tendency towards depression, all of these are tied into a weakened adrenal, which will allow the disease of hypoglycemia, and that's what all these symptoms are, is hypoglycemia, and allow that to manifest. Well, that aside, once your adrenals are faltering, your immune system crashes with it. So everything your immune system held at bay, herpes, shingles, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, allergies, acne, asthmatic attacks, menopause, indigestion, when any of these flare up and you're having problems, that's an immediate indication that you are under physical stress. To fix your adrenal glands, pantothenic acid, vitamin C, licorice are the 3 key ingredients. Okay? Now, and I actually do a couple of different products for the adrenal glands, and the real secret is the amount of pantothenic acid. Depending upon your degree of stress and what your energy levels are like, some people will need 100 milligrams 3 times a day. Somebody else may need 500 milligrams 4 times a day. It really, everything is relevant because your body is the magic. Your body is the healer, but your body requires what it requires. And there, we're all different biochemically. We all have different stresses. We all have different lifestyles. So you can't say hard and fast, oh, 100 milligrams is going to do the job for you. There's no telling. Okay? So, so that will help support the immune system to build it, like we said, the A, the C, cysteine, zinc, pantothenic acid, herbs such as echinacea, which stimulates interferon production. You could also look at garlic, onion, and I always recommend you eat lots of garlic and onions, almost to the point that it permeates your skin. That way no one will get near you and you won't get sick. Okay? Works all the time. That way they won't give you stress either. Okay, so golden seal root is another good herb, and that will kill bacteria head on. Pau d'arco, black walnut. These are all good for the immune system, and you want your immune system strong for this reason. When a chemical corrupts a cell, there are components of your immune system, phagocytes, and all they do is they run around your body and they look at every single cell to see whether or not the cell belongs in the body. Does it have an identity card? Okay? If it doesn't, the phagocytes will eat that cell. However, depending upon, think about the amount of chemicals that may be coming into your system, and let's say right now you're going through mitosis, and you are, and you've created 1 billion new cells. Well, maybe 800 million of them are normal. 200 million have been corrupted. And your immune system is going after them, and it gets 180 million of them. You still have 20 million cells. And by the way, you think that these are big numbers. Consider the fact that you have 50 to 100, I've read different numbers, anywhere from 50 to 100 trillion cells. So out of 100 trillion, out of 50 trillion, what's a billion? What's 20 million? Nothing. You wouldn't even know you have a problem. You don't know you have a problem until one day, 5 years later, you've got an issue. And you think that you just got the issue. No, it started decades ago. And here's why and here's how. As the cells are going through mitosis, 1 creates 2, 2 creates 4, 4, 8. If your immune system, the phagocytes, weren't able to get all 200 million, now you've got 20 million that are growing. And by the way, what happens with the immune system, if the phagocyte can't eat 1 by its lonesome, and it's fine that it's already made 4 or 5 cells grouped together, now we've got a little growth going, it will call helper cells and killer cells, and it'll try to surround it and eliminate it. But if your immune system is overburdened and undernourished, and almost everybody's is, then maybe 3 million of those 20 million cells are going to be able to manifest and grow. And you may not know you have a problem until that 20 million cells have become 100 million. And that may also be the birth of autoimmune diseases. And where it strikes in the body is an indication as to where there's emotional conflict. Remember earlier, I said that the 4 fundamental causes, 4 other causes of cancer, anger, frustration, resentment, and guilt. The human body is a reflection of our conscious and unconscious thoughts, our desires to do things, and our subconscious expectations.